What's up guys, Sticky Feet here with a quick video on what to do if your threaded heat inserts on EvoPad were to pull out or were to loosen up and just start spinning. It's a known issue and it's because we use all TPU to build these pads. Anyone that's ever made their own pads out of TPU in the past, they'll also tell you the same thing, that these heat inserts don't play nice with the TPU material because TPU is so soft that it full flex, and sometimes these heat inserts can work their way out, especially if you use hardware that's too large or too long, or if you use power tools to install your bolts into the pad. It could cause these to pull out, or if you over tighten them. Fortunately, there's a permanent solution to this if it were to occur. What you're going to want to do is remove the threaded heat insert if it hasn't come out already. Just use a pair of pliers and just pull them right out. Those pliers will work fine. And then what you want to do is grab some E6000 adhesive, readily available in any hardware store, Walmart, Target, wherever, and you'll just put a little bit of the adhesive around the outside of the threaded heat insert. You don't want to get it in the middle because then it'll gum up your threads, but you'll want to get around the outside. You just want to push that heat insert back in. Push it down so that it's flush with the bottom surface of the pad. Once that cures, you're going to have a good permanent bond. And if it ever were to happen again, if your heat inserts were to ever want to come out again, just repeat the process. You'll clear off that old adhesive, put some new adhesive on, and push these right back in. You're going to have a really good bond. You can also use JB Weld. Honestly, I think a flexible adhesive like E6000 would probably work better, but it's really comes down to whatever you guys prefer. But once those go back in with the adhesive, you'll be good to go. Unfortunately, because of how these are made, and we want to make sure that these are always centered and where they need to be, we're not able to put adhesive on these when we install them. We did start adding some CA glue around the outside and in the crevices to kind of help strengthen this, but there's always a possibility they can pull out. So once you use that flexible adhesive like E6000, and once it sets up, you're going to be good to go, and you're going to have a really good bond. So anyway, that's one of the shortcomings of this setup. However, one of the strengths is, as you know, with the more rigid pads that are out there from multiple manufacturers, there's always a possibility that the plastic around these heat inserts can crack over time. That won't happen with EvoPad. All that could happen is that they pull out, and when you pull, and if they ever were to pull out, you can always just reinsert them with a little bit of that flexible adhesive. Like I said, E6000 works great. If you prefer something faster that sets up, you can use JB Weld or even CA glues. But honestly, the flexible adhesive is going to give you the best results. So anyway, have a good one, you guys. Enjoy. We'll see you.